Disappointment is the emotional pain created when reality fails to match an expectation, hope, belief, or imagined future. It can arise from something as simple as an unsuccessful plan, or as profound as the collapse of a relationship, career, ambition, personal dream, or belief about another person. At its deepest level, disappointment is not only about what happened. It is about the distance between what a person expected and what reality actually delivered. The mind naturally creates predictions about the future, often attaching emotional meaning to those predictions long before anything happens. A person may imagine how a relationship will develop, how an opportunity will unfold, how someone will behave, or how much happiness a particular achievement will bring. When reality contradicts that internal picture, the psychological impact can feel surprisingly intense. The person is not only losing an outcome, they may also be losing an imagined future that had already become emotionally real. This is why disappointment can produce grief, anger, confusion, resentment, and self-doubt. When another person causes the disappointment, the mind may begin questioning whether the relationship was ever genuine. When personal effort fails, the person may question their competence. When a long-pursued goal becomes impossible, they may question their direction and identity. Disappointment can therefore become much deeper than temporary frustration because it forces the mind to revise a story it had already invested in emotionally. The deeper psychology of disappointment involves expectations, attachment, and the human difficulty of accepting uncertainty. The stronger the emotional investment in an expected outcome, the greater the potential pain when reality changes. This is why disappointment can sometimes reveal how much psychological importance was placed on something. A person may discover that they were not simply hoping for success. They were depending on success to prove their worth. They were not simply hoping for love. They were depending on another person to provide emotional security. They were not simply expecting recognition. They were using recognition to confirm their identity. When the desired outcome disappears, the deeper emotional dependency becomes visible. Healing does not require becoming cynical or expecting the worst. It requires developing flexibility without abandoning hope. Hope allows possibility, while attachment to a specific outcome demands certainty. A psychologically mature person can deeply desire something while accepting that reality may choose differently. This creates resilience because disappointment becomes information rather than a verdict. It can reveal unrealistic expectations, incompatible relationships, neglected boundaries, or goals that need adjustment. Sometimes disappointment is a signal to change direction rather than evidence that life has failed. It is also important to recognize that disappointment can contain grief. Something imagined has disappeared, even if it never physically existed. The person may need time to mourn the future they expected before they can genuinely engage with the future that remains possible. The deepest psychological freedom comes from learning that an unwanted outcome does not automatically mean that life has become meaningless. A closed door can still leave other paths available. A failed relationship can reveal needs and boundaries that were previously unclear. A missed opportunity can become part of a larger understanding of personal direction. Disappointment hurts because hope mattered, but the pain does not have to destroy the capacity to hope again. Eventually, the mind can learn that reality does not owe us the future we imagined, yet the future can still contain experiences we have not imagined at all.